What's it doing? Oh, seems to be working. I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. No, wait. Just hold on. Okay, finally figured this out. Live streaming. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to Photoshop. That's the first thing I do. Okay, so welcome everybody. I'm gonna do some drawing live, and I'm gonna draw over some frames that I took from pexels.com. So I'll start. Just gotta find this Photoshop. Okay, so I'm gonna import some pictures. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I got this run cycle of this guy, and I'm gonna draw a plague roach over top of this guy here. Usually I draw over myself, but I thought I'd try this because I don't know, it seemed funny to me to try this guy today. Well, these are pretty small files. I might resize them. Okay, I don't know who this guy is. I went to a website to get this free footage. Okay, so I think this is like 14 frames. So that'll be pretty smooth. Usually I do 8 to 10 in a running loop. But I wanted to do one that I could reuse over and over, like a nicer one. Okay, I'm just making these a size that makes more sense for actually animating. I didn't know they were about a third the size I need. And I don't recommend my techniques. Hey, what's going on here? Can you actually not change them? I wonder if we can draw over them anyway, though. Even if I can't change them. Let me try that. I'll try one. I don't know why I'm making... I just thought it'd be funny if he was burlier in this running shot. Because usually I just use my own physique. But I'll have to make his head maybe slightly bigger so he goes with the rest of the footage. Oops. I think he'll be running after a bird in this shot. I wrote a new episode of Staying Positive in the Apocalypse. This will be part in it. Yeah, he's too burly here, but it'll be funny. Maybe. Let me just see. Is this on? Yeah, that's on. What about comments? Are those possible? Yep, comments are on, I think. Okay. If not, this is an ongoing experiment. I'm trying to get live stream going. I don't think this is the computer I'm going to use for it. This computer's giving me so many problems. It's brand new, but I think I'm taking it back. The color is bad. It feels like it's missing colors. It looks very blue and green. It's missing something. Why is he in such good shape in this one shot? This one running loop. Okay. I haven't drawn him in a while, but I kind of remember everything. It's because I made this suit. I won't forget because I have a solid real life version. I'm doing a video with that too. This month, the end of the month. We're filming more of that. There's like a live action video. 3 minutes. Does he have 2x? Yeah. This is my ancient Photoshop program I always talk about. I don't know. I like it. It's probably at least 15 years old. What else is new? Well, I was doing some live stream tests yesterday and I live streamed myself swearing at the camera when I thought it was unlisted, but it was listed. It was public. Somebody wrote to me and was concerned, but I don't think I did anything too embarrassing when I think back. I mean, I try not to be too gross, even in private, most of the time. Oh yeah, like this is looking good. He's looking strong. Maybe I'll do a shadow of it, that would be nice. Okay, there's frame 1. And desktop. Yeah. Or no, I'll save it. Whatever, it's in there. I've learned a lot of new animation techniques lately, but I decided to go back to my usual style. I was using a really new Photoshop that had the timeline thing. I recommend that for most people. It just didn't. I didn't really like it. Okay. Next frame. I'm doing 14 frames. This head moves down a bit. The minute hour helped me figure out this live streaming thing finally. I mean, I was having such trouble with it, and then he answered my questions. He does a lot of live streaming. Minute Hour's the guy I've done a few animations for. He's been doing a weekly kind of call-in show. That's pretty good. I like it. He's doing that today. Yeah, he's doing that today. So if you go to Minute Hour's channel, probably some of you people know this. Like, we share some of the same Patreon members. Okay, I forgot his tubes on his face, but I'm not going to worry. I'm going to add those some other time. I'm just doing this. It's kind of just for fun, but I will use this. I might just have to alter it. Doesn't look right. Should I be scribing what I'm doing? What tools I'm using? This is a pencil tool. You can fill easier with this fill selection. So I think pencil tool is better for speed. If you draw with a brush, you have to like filter with this threshold. And that hardens the lines so you can fill them with the paint bucket thing. But if you don't really care if there's a little bit of a digital jaggedness, and I don't care, I'm just going for speed, then use this pencil tool. What else new with me? Let me just check this for a second. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, people watching, starting to watch. I'll check that once in a while if anybody has any questions. Glad it's not 100 people watching, like when I accidentally set it to public. That was not good. I do like the guy that wrote me and was like, "Are you okay?" Because I was probably swearing. I have certain swears I use when I'm like just angry at technology. I say stuff like "skunk," "fuck," and if usually like an animal mixed with the worst swear. Sorry, animals. I don't know why that happens. Yeah, this is going good. It's fast. Only 12 left. This won't be a long stream. Just getting used to this process here. I know I forgot his tube, so I just don't. I'm not going back. I'm just gonna keep plowing forward here. Number 3. I know it's early for a live stream, but I'm gonna make an apple pie today actually. So I'm gonna do this and then start my pie crust because I'm going for a more wholesome lifestyle. And I thought I'd start with a pie. Just seemed like the right symbol for a new wholesome life. I'll tell you how it goes. Maybe should I update my Patreon with like a pie I made too? I guess I could do stuff like that. Delicious with like latticed. So what you say? Latticed, cross-hatched pastry strips on top. That's gonna be good. What other wholesome activities could I do? Well, we've been reading to each other in the porch. We're reading some short stories right now. That seems like a nice wholesome 1800s activity. So yeah, I'm on board with this new false feeling of wholesomeness. I think I'm gonna keep going with it. How about every frame? Every time I finish a frame, I'll check the chat, just in case there's questions. So you'll get 12 more chances. I remember writing somewhere that I was going to live stream, so this was kind of like a contract in my mind. I had to at least do one. Technology, though, I've been having some problems with getting it going. Did I stop drawing his shadow? Yeah, I forgot. Details drop away. What have one here? That's number 3. Did I say number 2? I don't even know. Oh no, I didn't save number 2. Okay, if I can go back and get it. Delete number 3. I must be been editing lately, so getting back into drawing. I have a video going up this week. It's its own self-contained story. You'll see it soon on the channel. What happened? Very weird sound. Yeah, that's right. And then I got another one. So I got 2 videos coming up the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. One's immediate. What was that? Number 4. My ancient method. Okay, well, I'm going to check this for a second. Where's it? Not that, not that. This. Okay. Back. Number 4. New layer. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Do I have to give him a credit? He'll be unrecognizable. Well, Pexels, you go there and you can download footage. It's legitimate. You're allowed to use it. And then you can also donate to the uploader. So if I really wanted to know who this was, I'm sure I could find out. But you don't have to credit them, I don't think. You can. I mean, they like it when you credit their Pexel account. But I don't know, I just want to quickly... I just wanted to use this body that was kind of more burly for a joke. His physique probably changes a lot when I draw. I use mine mostly, but every once in a while I add, like, make him more heroic looking. Maybe it depends on what the scene is. Like if he's doing something heroic, he'll look a little more heroic. Sometimes he just looks pretty normal build. Not that I don't have I have an okay build. I think it's alright. Okay. Try to give myself a little credit, you know. I gotta bring this computer back. Luckily this is a black and white animation loop, so you won't see that it's just not a very good, it doesn't have realistic colors. I don't like it. Can you bring back computers? I hope so. I'll find out. I think there's a time limit. And you have to make it look like it's brand new. You have to bring it back and in the shape you got it. They can't have croissant in the key hole in the slots between the keys. It can't have a Jolly Rancher stuck to the screen. I think those are the two main stipulations. Those two. And you can't have like horrendous porn on it. It's probably a good way to bring it back to. You gotta be careful not to bring that back. Expose someone to that. Maybe I want to do this early because I want to watch, listen to Minute Hours live stream later. Maybe I took that into account. Like I could have done this later, but I want to see a live stream. Well, I hope this is working. This computer's not reliable. I got a horrible deal on it. I was in a hurry. Okay. I was like, I'm tired. I don't want to look around. I want to look at different little boxy computers that I had to teach a class actually. I decided I would teach this rotoscoping class in Winnipeg, and I did that, but I don't think I'm going to do too much of that again. I'm not sure if teaching's not my thing. Is the frame the same? No, slightly different. Okay, I just want to check in the viewers. So yeah, I have 2 projects coming up, like I said. The next one's a totally new character. The one after that is live action Plague Roach video, 3 minutes. And then I'm also writing an episode of the animated version of him, so that'll be returning. So there's lots coming in the next few months, hopefully. Like if an animal killed me, I guess I'd put up or somebody I know would put up a message that there's not going to be any more of anything. So maybe my brother would do that for me or something. I should leave him my passwords. Because I'm going out to a kind of a secluded camp area in a few days. And there's supposed to be like lots of bears and otters. Sleek little otters everywhere, weaving around in the water. Like maggots. Yes. What are there? Oh, monarch butterflies are going to be there. That'll be fun. Unless they're in their little pod. Maybe they come out of the pod. Maybe it's not time. That's like the gym for them. I'm going. The caterpillar version, and he's like, I'm going. I don't know. That's dumb. Never mind. Oops. No, that's not good. I think it's supposed to be yelling here, so I'm going to have to take the mouth out. He's chasing a bird. And I think he's yelling at the bird to give him something back. The script's a little loose right now, to tell you the truth. But I don't know how I can explain how I write scripts. Let me save this first. How do I write them? Oh, and usually I have a box, and I write down about 70 to 100 ideas, and then this is for things over 3 minutes, and then I take all those ideas, and then I kind of put them out on a surface and look at them, and then I connect things that seem like related ideas, themes, and usually there's enough there to get like an outline of a story, and about half is edited out. Like half the ideas don't match the theme, and then I got this like maybe just a few sentences explaining what happens, and then I add more twists, and then the fun part, the dialogue, and that's like you're filling in between these, like you're putting this meat on the bones of the outline. I recommend that though, like write down the 100 ideas, 70 ideas. And it can be just anything you find funny. Could be an idea you had while watching a movie, like you thought of a variation on a story that you think would be a better idea, a better movie. Write all those things down. Put them somewhere where you can't even look at them till you have enough. Like I said with the box, I'm putting these little slips of paper in the box, but I don't look at them till I know there's about 70 to 100. Because you don't really want to, you kind of want to forget what they said, so you can look at them fresh in like a few weeks or maybe months. And then you'll get this outsider's view of your own ideas too, because you'll forget. It's good to write things in the morning. Write down dreams, put them in there. Dreams can be very valuable for things that are charged up, like an image, an idea that's charged up specifically for you. And you need those kind of ideas because you have to get excited to follow through and flesh them out. And maybe by the time you've been separated long enough from this idea that you wrote down, it'll have a clear meaning to you the next time you go back to it. Okay, what was on number 6? Not sure how good this mic is. I'll listen to this later and see what I exposed you all to. Maybe it's just gibberish. Maybe it's like static. I don't have much faith in this computer. I gotta tell you. Okay, number 6. Hopefully I'll be able to. Show you the movement later somehow. I don't think this computer will accept my normal editing programs. Oh yeah, it did. It accepted Anime Studio. So I will be able to import those and show you. I don't think it'll accept my movie editing program, but I found a free one that's pretty good, DaVinci Resolve. That one's got a lot of the things you need to make a quality video. Okay, I'll do one more and then I'll check the chat. He's too muscular. Fixed up the suit for the newest video. Oops, what's going on? I added some fresh tubes in the mask and painted it again. There were a lot of holes in it after I filmed in the desert for that thing last year. Whoever saw that. Needed a lot of touch-ups. I should tell you about smearing. Sometimes when I have a movement, like say his leg's gonna move over here or something, sometimes I do this thing called smearing, where it's like I'll draw the leg like, I don't know, ripply like that. And it creates this good... I saw it in a Bugs Bunny cartoon once. There was just a few frames, he ran across the screen and he was like this smudge. And I paused it on the smudge. And I was like, oh, they just draw this blobby ripple. But then when you watch it, it looks like he's just a blur. It just works well. A lot of early 2000s animation I really don't like. It just looks like cutouts moving very smoothly in a bad way. They didn't know about the smears, the smear effect. Okay, number 7. I'm half done. Half done the run cycle. Sometimes it can go fast. There's a dancer in my next video, and that's Elise actually, Elise Rosabi, and I don't know how to say her name exactly, but she it ended up being 29 frames a second. It was kind of a loop. She's like spinning her legs. It's really good. You'll see. Yeah, I'm kind of finishing that sound today. I gotta make sure the sound is completely what I want it to be. Editing one of the shots down slightly too. I wanted it to be under a certain length. I'm getting into this idea of doing shorter videos for the next little while. 3 minutes, 3 to 4. But of course, then I write a script like the one I'm writing. It's gonna end up being like 8 minutes. The staying positive in the apocalypse episode. I'm trying to cut down, but it's like you need certain story beats, so it's hard to make something that means anything or gives a feeling when it's just 3 minutes. But the next two are like that. They definitely work. Oh, I gotta erase this there. Da, 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 da. So, how's vaccine going for everybody? I'll get my second one soon. I don't know. I heard it makes you sick, but I'm excited to see what happens. I do a lot of stuff with movement, with people talking while they're moving. Like he'll be screaming at the bird, like I said. I just wouldn't. I'll have to erase the mouth later and put in a mouth in the Anime Studio program, and then I'll have to move the mouth every time his body moves. I'm gonna have to you know what I mean. Just moving his mouth as he moves. Okay, number 8. Okay. Number 9. I'll check the see how he's doing for a second. So the one I'm putting up a video probably the next 4 days. That one I've got to say, thank you so much to the Patreon members. I don't know, it's like I couldn't have had the time to actually produce something experimental like this without your support. So I appreciate it. It's been a good year for the coincidences. It was a good experiment too. Different characters. But starting July, I'm going to be going back to the characters that are more familiar. I like them too, I want to see them again. and work on stuff with Plague Roach and maybe some other characters. We'll see. This next idea, though, I dreamt it about the video I'm putting up this week. I dreamt it about 4 years ago. And I can't really even say anything about it because there's a surprise moment. And the surprise moment is kind of matches what the dream was I had. Then the music video in July is a song I made a few years ago. And I realized the song went really well with Plague Roach, so my friend and I decided to, Dylan Bailey and I decided that we would just film me as Plague Roach in different parts of the city, seeing these kind of visions. And it kind of adds to the mythology of staying positive in the apocalypse, actually. There's going to be like other creatures, other visions. Lots of paper mache, of course. It's a big go-to material for me. I like the texture of it, actually, the way it shows up, especially black and white. It's very, you know what it is when you see it. It's fun. It's always a laugh, I think. For me, I don't know if anybody else finds that funny or cute. I don't know what it is. It's just like a feeling. Maybe nostalgia, I'm not sure. Or just a homemade quality. You get tired of CGI. I do. I like the idea of somebody making something in their room. I got like a room at the top of a house and I rent it. And there's just stuff. One half of the room's a bed, and then the other half of the room's just a giant paper mache pair of lips. Got some costumes. Pretty empty though too, actually. I don't own a lot of stuff. What the heck's that? What the hell? Okay. Remember, I'm checking this if anybody wants to ask me anything. I got like, wait, 5 more frames. Kind of just woke up a little while ago. I don't know. I don't usually sleep that late, but I look terrible today. I'm not gonna show my face too much. I'm super tired, but I'm excited about this running loop. I could have cleaned up. I could have made myself look a little better, but I don't know. I just dive into things, and I don't know. Maybe you'll like my the gritty realism. wonder how loud these. When I'm drawing on this pad, I wonder if it like makes loud scratchy noises for you people. I don't know. I'll watch this later and see what I'm doing right and wrong. Okay, he's like hopping off the ground here because this guy runs weird. Free footage on Pexels. That's where this running loop came from. I also get free footage from archive.org sometimes. I think I got some female boxing footage from there. Princess Punch a lot. And where else do I get stuff? Mostly just film myself moving. I've hired friends a lot of the time. And yeah, Elise. Did some dancing for the next one. I still freehand movements too sometimes. I don't always rotoscope. It's just faster. You don't have to like calculate the way the movement's gonna go. You can just focus on your style, drawing over top. It's just more, I don't know, the process is so much smoother. What was that? 10, 11, okay, 4 more. Oh, I forgot to draw his mouth. Oh well, I'll leave that one without a mouth. Just keep moving forward. You can go back and fix things. Sometimes momentum is the more important thing to focus on. I can't shift control. I don't think I had a good running loop of him. I had a good walking loop. I have quite a good a library of different movements for him now. So that makes it faster each time. Who's the guy who did He-Man? Lou Scheimer? He used to give his animators a bonus whenever they like cut corners. Like if they could write a story, and I guess they'd write the story and then in the script they'd write which shots they could reuse from previous episodes. And it saved money, so Scheimer would give them a bonus. And that's why you see, like, if you ever watch those 80s He-Man cartoons, they'll be like, you can tell they've used, you just see the same running shots over and over, and it's like recycling these same sequences over and over. That's kind of charming in a way, though, too. What's this showing up? I wonder. You actually do see what I'm drawing, right? Yeah, okay. Eyedropper tool I'm using a lot. And just sampling from the previous layer. And then bucket tool, filling in. How many of you are interested in, like, do you do your own animation? Any of you? I'm curious. Shot 11, 12, 3 more. There. And I think this loop looked pretty good. I think it, his leg matches up with the first and last frame. Sometimes I have to add an extra one, like a transitional frame, just to smooth it out. Every once in a while something's too choppy and I go back in and put 2 frames transparent over each other and then add like a in-between frame. Doesn't really look like him. Maybe it's a stunt double. That'd be good if I just had like a occasional, I could give him credit. I do wake up in the morning and start working, so even though this is too early for a live stream, it's true to my life. Like, this is what I do when I wake up. There's some long days sometimes. Sometimes I start at 9:30 and then I go till forever, really. I just go. 2 in the morning. Sometimes, not that often. Definitely 12-hour days, quite often, easily. But there's breaks. I do things, make a pie, read in the porch, wholesome things. Take care of the dog. Okay. Two more? Is that really all I have? Oh my gosh. This will be a short, kind of a short live stream. So do you have any song requests? I'm not a bad singer. I'm trying to think of other t-shirts to put up for sale. I thought maybe like a t-shirt of just Plague Roach's head. What else could I do? I don't know. I heard there were yoga mats on that site now. The site I use is called Spring. It sells mostly t-shirts. There's yoga mats now. But I don't think I'll go crazy with putting characters on every single surface possible. I really just have t-shirts and mugs, I think. Yeah. It can get embarrassing. Disney embarrasses itself. There's like a picture of Obi-Wan on your bananas. Fucking embarrassing company. Don't let it take over, by the way. Don't let it. They're gonna build these. I'm sure they're gonna build these like Disney complexes. You'll get like. There'll be a movie theater, but it'll also be like a Disney store combined. And then, yeah, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna be like they're gonna completely only show Disney movies in these places. Like, just be careful. That's all I'm saying, because it's gonna get out of hand. And you'll be like, oh my god, this is only one company. And it took over everything. I refuse to buy bananas with a sticker of Toy Story on them. I'd rather die. I'd rather die than be a toy. Okay, well, I think I'm on the last frame. It looks different than, the style got a little different as I went along. I think this is my favorite part, where you loop to the last, like, you kind of like segue between the two frames you're looping. I'll show you. But let me just check this chat one more time. Guess I could just talk. I forgot I could actually talk and answer questions. Okay, last frame. So, once in a while I do like a invert the color so I can sort of see the different yeah, that'll work. So I know which one's which. And I'm drawing like the connecting frame between these two. The last frame in the loop. We made it. Oh, that doesn't look right. It looked like that. It's named Toad. Mario. You don't want that. Although Toad's alright. I have no problem with Toad. He's a good little guy. I just know it. Just know it. That looks totally different. What's going on? Oh well. It wasn't a perfect loop. The footage wasn't perfect. I'm trying to just decide. I'll use some elements of the man, the frame of this guy, but I also kind of want to just make sure it's a smooth run cycle. This is the part I like, though, is you make these little choices, alter things as you go, add a little mushroom helmet to somebody, stuff like that. It is fun. I look forward to doing this stuff. I think it's good. Usually I would listen to something, listen to different not podcasts. Yeah, I guess podcasts. Bret Easton Ellis is doing some. He's doing podcasts where he's reading a new story, one chapter at a time. It's called The Shards. Yeah. And apparently it's about when he was in his last year of high school. There was this serial killer that was somehow connected to his community, his friends. It's really scary. I gotta listen to that again today. He's not done it yet, I don't think. He's still adding chapters. That's the author of American Psycho. Some of you may know, but if you don't. I don't know. I like hearing it. He's got a good voice. I like listening to him do his podcasts. He had Otessa Moshfegh on in one. She was great. One of my favorite authors. She's funny. She's good. Okay, that's the last frame. Now hopefully I've been saving them all. Yep. And the next, let me think for a second. I'll check this one more time. We didn't even go, did we go an hour? I don't know. Okay, next I go to Anime Studio. I import frames. This will just be an example. So I'm going to just put a placeholder background here. Find everything. Where everything is. This computer's kind of maddening. Oh no. I'll find it. That's probably... Where is this? Desktop. Oh, okay. Desktop. Yeah, I'll put a placeholder background. I'll just use part of the city. In the real thing, it'll be his usual black and white, Roach's black and white apocalypse background. In the Anime Studio, you can make a group, bring in switch folders, and switch folders are you import each frame, and there'll be 14 frames of him running, and then you'll put all of them in here. You'll see in a second. But the group folder is, you put you can put a switch folder in the group folder, then add another switch folder, which will be the mouth, and the you move the mouth to go along with the running loop, in this example anyway. But also, because they're both in the group folder, you can move them together, and they'll move at this, like, they'll be in sync. That's all I'm saying. But I'm not putting a mouth in for this. I'll do that whenever I make the actual cartoon. I'm still writing it. Another thing in writing, I was telling you about the 100 ideas, or maybe 70 ideas. I heard that David Lynch does that. That's where I got the idea. The 70 ideas. And I'm not sure if I made up the part where you put them in a box and don't look at them. I think I might have made that part up. And then you take those out, and then you look at them, spread them out, look at them all like weeks later, or months, or maybe even years. And then just like pick up on a theme that you're seeing in these ideas. Edit out whatever doesn't match the tone or theme that you want. And then I think it's good to make a big chart. Like you write down the story beats, twists, character stuff, and leave lots of space to like write in little details. This is my method. I don't know. Maybe it won't work for everyone. And sometimes it's a huge piece of paper with all these little things written on it. Okay, where was I? Zoom out. That guy won't be in. I don't want to look at that. Okay, there's the actual screen, like what'll be in the shot. This blue line here, I don't know if you can see that. It's framed. Okay, and this is where you actually move each frame in Anime Studio. This Anime Studio is from 2009, and I got another one from 2017, I think. And then I think they changed their name to Moho. Oh, it's gonna be good. But it's so basic. I love this program. I was forgetting to draw his mouth sometimes. Problem. Who cares? I'll fix it. Okay, so I think that's the whole loop, and then I can copy and paste those 14 frames endlessly. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a weird run, but I'm glad I got to show you this. Okay. Hope this guy's okay. The guy who did the footage got a bit of a limp. All right, that looks good. That's exactly what I wanted. I'll probably speed it up. So there'll be a bird over here he's chasing. I'll be like screaming at the bird. That's all. I'll check one more time if you have any questions before I shut this down. All right. Thank you all for watching. Take good care of yourselves. Have a good day.